Roaming locusts. Sigurd's danger level 0%. Scientific name, Anarcadium vega. Known as roaming locusts, this is a species of grasshopper. Unlike some species which are more prone to jump or fly, roaming locusts are almost never grounded and stay close together even when in smaller numbers. They will quickly disperse when a predator disrupts them, but are highly attracted to light. Manticoils. Sigurd's danger level 0%. Scientific name, Quadrupus manta. Manticoils are a passerine bird of the family Corvidae. Their bodies are quite large compared to their early ancestors, and their wingspan ranges from 55 to 64 inches. Their most defining characteristic is their set of 4 wings. Their back wings are mostly used to stabilize when at low speed, while the front 2 wings create a majority of the lift. The round bodies are a striking yellow with black outlines or stripes among their primary rear feathers. Manticoils primarily feed on small insects, but can also feed on small rodents. They are highly intelligent and social, they pose little threat, and have a generally passive temperament towards humans, although they are capable of transmitting rabies, rubinchoria, and the pit virus. Circuit bees. Sigurd's danger level 90%. Scientific name, Carabro coruscus. The circuit bee, also known as the red bee, is a eusocial flying insect of the genus Apis. A descendant of a honeybee, their appearance is quite recognizable from their hairy, red bodies and 2 sets of wings. Like their ancestors, they are well known for their intelligent, social behaviour. Large colony size, building wax nests which they use to store honey, and their important role in pollination. Unlike the honeybee, which often chose high places such as trees to construct its hive, red bees instead create their hives on the ground. Red bees are highly defensive. They will leave the nest to attack any creature that comes within several meters, leaving behind only the queen and her drone bees. This bold behaviour is enabled by their most defining ability, which is their electrostatic charge. Red bees produce friction with the air. They also produce friction by rubbing their 2 pairs of wings against each other, and by rubbing against one another while in the hive. What allows them to create such a surplus of electric field compared to the honeybee is still under research, as they generate a stronger electric field when panicked or angered. This ability is especially useful for them around water. It's best to keep your distance. If a red beehive is stolen, red bee swarms will enter an onslaught in which they will attack any living creature. This destructive behaviour will last until they have located the hive or completely exhausted themselves, which can take hours to days. They have been known to leave behind fields of bodies of small rodents, insects, and even some larger mammals, and in rare cases, they can start fires. Their strong benefits and drawbacks to their ecosystems are highly debated. Debated. The indomitable Sigurd. Brackens. AKA Flower Man. It was Flower Man. You can't say otherwise. I wanted to find his body. You were the cowards. Scientific name, Raplix folium. There is debate on the genus to which the bracken belongs. It is a bipedal vertebrate with skin the colour and texture of a red beet. The name was first coined for what appears to be leaves protruding from its upper spine. The purpose of these is believed to be for intimidation. However, not much is known about the specifics of bracken behaviour due to its elusiveness and low population. We know a little from accounts by wildlife experts who have encountered it. It is a lone hunter with high intelligence. Its behaviour can seem aloof. It exhibits high aggression, even when unprovoked, yet it quickly backs off when confronted. However, brackens are known to up their hostility when cornered or simply watched for a long time. For this reason, it's recommended to keep an eye on it, but not to stare it down. No specimens have been collected alive or dead. It's theorized that upon death their bodies undergo a rapid decomposition process, which is unique from other large animals. Snare fleas. Sigurd's danger level 30%. Scientific name: Dolus scolpendra. A very large arthropod from the class Chilopa. Its body produces a silk, which it primarily uses to propel itself to places where it is concealed. Its exoskeleton is somewhat fragile, and they can die from long falls. The snare flea does not produce venom, nor does it have a strong bite. It makes up for this weakness with its ability to tighten itself around large prey to suffocate it. The snare flea thrives in dark, warm areas. It cannot survive low temperatures and generally avoids open air and sunlight. Take the rats outside or just beat the hell out of them. I think their insides could make a good milkshake. Forest keepers. Sigurd's danger level 50%. Scientific name: Satyrid proceratus. Believed to share a common ancestor with Rapex folium, these behemoths are called forest keepers for the biomes they often inhabit. Their bodies bear markings on their front and back which mimic eyes. This trait is more helpful in their youth, as they are not agile. Their skin is a unique, dense material which hardens further throughout their lives. The large spikes and bumps across their bodies form as a result of aging. It's been said that forest keepers exhibit a curious behaviour similar to that of a human child the ages of 5 or 6. They will eat anything they find fascinating. Now, forest keepers don't actually need to put anything into their mouths, and it's theorized their main source of energy is a process similar to photosynthesis. Still, this makes them relatively dangerous to observe. They can see across long distances, so staying low and making use of cover is a must. They cannot enter small spaces, and they're not generally destructive, so stay close to a shelter or overhangs. Earth leviathans. Sigurd's danger level 2%, because they can't hide from the ship cameras. Scientific name: Hemiptera gigantis. The reverently named earth leviathan of the family Piscicolidae is one of the largest invertebrates found around the Thistle Nebula. None have been captured, so not much is known about their biology. They seem to behave as predators. It's speculated they can burrow as far as 40 meters underground, judging by the incredible excavations they can leave behind. They can detect even the slightest vibrations, and for this reason, it's not recommended to stay still if they are nearby. That is a myth. Instead, if you hear them burrowing, retrace your steps. Eyeless dog. Scientific name: Theocacus. A large mammal of the class Saptivus. They are social, hunting in very large packs. They have also been called breathing lions, for their recognizable sound and large mouths. They are endurance hunters and attempt to make up their lack of sight with their sense of hearing. It's a popular myth that they often mistake the sounds of their own kind for prey, entering fights within their own packs. Their behaviour is unique from other pack animals in their tendency to spread out far to cover distance. When an eyeless dog has found prey, it roars to alert others in the near vicinity, who will also sound the alarm, sometimes resulting in a kind of chain reaction. Eyeless dogs can be dangerous in swarms, however, they are characteristically clumsy, taking multiple guesses at their prey's exact location, which are often incorrect. Bunker spiders. Sigurd's danger level 20%. Scientific name, Utinum ficedula. Bunker spiders of the genus Theraphosa are the largest arachnid found in the Thistle Nebula and the second largest ever discovered. It's believed they evolved to prey on large animals over the course of a measly several hundred years after the boat made its trip around the Thistle Nebula. Refer to speculation on increased speciation around the fading nebulae. Bunker spiders produce silk and lay it around their chosen nesting area, then wait for it to be tripped on. They can be seen waiting on walls, often over doorways, where prey could enter unaware. If you find a bunker spider unprepared, it may freeze as a defensive reaction. In this case, they are best left alone. If a bunker spider reacts aggressively, it is best not to fight with ordinary tools. They use their webs to make up for their rather slow movement, so take note of your surroundings. Their webs can also be broken easily with any blunt tool. Bunker spiders can pose a great danger to humans and urban explorers especially, without a great benefit to their ecosystem. A resulting kill-on-sight order has been informally agreed upon between many states home to the bunker spider, and it is currently approved by the ITDA as of 10/6/2497. Baboon hawks. Sigurd's danger level 75%. Scientific name, Papio vulturius. Baboon hawks are a primate of the family Cercopitheidae. They are hunchbacked but can stand up to 8 feet on average. Their heads are bony with bird-like beaks and long horns, which they use like skewers to gore and feed on prey. Their horns are made of keratin instead of bone, like the rest of their skulls, and they do not contain nerves or blood vessels. As a result, baboon hawks can often break their horns from the force they apply, then fully regrow them within the same season. Baboon hawks partly owe their name to their large wings, which could never carry their large body mass, and are used instead for intimidation and protection from the elements. The largest baboon hawk troop ever observed was made up of 18 baboon hawks. They are loosely territorial, and much of their behaviour is motivated by intimidation and display. They can become collectors, using any flashy or colourful object to mark their territory. As lone scouts, baboon hawks are generally timid and won't attack unless provoked. In greater numbers, they can become a great danger. Sticking close to others and making yourself seem dangerous are the best ways to prevent an attack. They prefer smaller mammals, but when desperate, they are known to use their numbers to attack animals even twice their size, such as eyeless dogs. They take my pickles! Hoarding bugs. Sigurd's danger level 0%. Scientific name, Linepithina crassus. Hoarding bugs, of the order Hymenoptera, are large, social insects. While often found living alone, they have been found to share their nests with members of their own species. They measure a height of 3 feet on average, with bulbous bodies. The thinness of their fluid and blood and the material of their carapace contributes to their low weight, making them capable of flight with their membranous wings. It also makes their bodies somewhat transparent. Hoarding bugs were given their name due to their territorial nature. Once they have chosen a place as their nest, they will seek to adorn it with any objects they can find and will protect these objects as a part of the nest. Hoarding bugs are not so dangerous alone as they are in large hives. However, if left alone, hoarding bugs are surprisingly neutral and pose little danger. We love the stupid cattle bugs! This has been a note from the indomitable Sigurd. Hygrader. Sigurd's danger level 0%, if you're faster than a snail. Scientific name Hydrager. A eukaryotic organism classified within the paraphyletic group Prostata. With an incredible speed of reproduction, these small organisms can multiply to billions. Hydrager rarely split apart, instead choosing to form large, viscous masses, which can take up large amounts of space and become a danger to deal with, requiring large tools or lures to relocate. Hydrader are drawn to heat and oxygen, and can detect it from seemingly anywhere. There's almost nothing organic that they can't convert to their own body mass. Nothing has been found that can poison them. Constantly replacing themselves, they can persist for hundreds of thousands of years. If you ever find yourself cornered, find a tall object to stand on top of, as Hygraders have trouble climbing. Cause I made a friend with one somehow, and I think it was my music. Nutcrackers. The guardians of the house. They watch with one tireless eye which only senses movement. It remembers the last creature it noticed, whether they are moving or not. Coilheads. Sigurd's danger level 80%. Scientific name Vercaligerus. Vercaligerus, or colloquially named coilheads, have not been studied extensively due to their extreme unpredictability and dangerous properties. They have been known to combust into flames when being dissected or even deactivated, and they can carry dangerously high levels of radioactive particles. Due to this, among other reasons, it has been speculated that they were created as biological weapons of war, although this has yet to be proven. A coilhead's visual appearance is that of a bloody mannequin, with its head connected by a spring. Their defining behavioural characteristic is to stop when being looked at. However, this does not appear to be a hard and fast rule. When they encounter a loud or bright light, they sometimes appear to enter a sort of reset mode. Just stare at them and use a stun grenade. Sigurd. Thumpers. Sigurd's danger level 90%. Scientific name Histris savis. Halves, or thumpers, are a highly aggressive carnivorous species of the order Contrictes. Their skeletons are cartilaginous, giving their bodies a stretchy and rubbery quality. Their name comes from the fact that they must eat their bottom legs in order to escape the shell of their hatched egg. Their bottom legs are hardly functional to begin with. Their arms, or front legs, are very strong, and they occasionally use them to stomp prey. They can reach great speeds in a straight line. They are relentless hunters, typically at the top of their food chain. Their main weaknesses are their intelligence and complete lack of hearing. If you come across a thumper, your best means of survival are leaving its line of sight, as it is slower around corners and can't easily track prey. Due to the fast and volatile evolution of this species, some theorise that thumpers are one of the examples of an increased number of mutations causing higher levels of speciation in planets around the Thistle Nebula. Jester. Sigurd's danger level, 90%. Get out of there before it goes ape. You can't hide from it, just evacuate. Scientific name. Insanus Thingus! There's no freaking scientific record! Good luck. Not as much as us. We just call it the Jester.